The identity shift mindset. Stop chasing goals, start becoming the person who achieves them. How many times have you set an ambitious goal, to get fit, write a book, or master a skill, only to have your motivation fizzle out after a few weeks? You blame your willpower, your schedule, your lack of discipline. But what if the problem isn't your effort, but your entire approach? What if you've been trying to run new software on an old operating system? We are taught to chase goals. A goal is an external target, a finish line somewhere in the distance. This creates a constant gap between who you are now and who you want to be, a gap that requires daily doses of willpower to bridge. The identity shift mindset flips this entire model on its head. Instead of asking, "What do I want to achieve?" you ask, "Who do I want to become?" It's a subtle but profound switch from focusing on outcomes to focusing on identity. You stop chasing the goal of writing a book and start embodying the identity of a writer. You stop pursuing the goal of running a marathon and start living as an athlete. This isn't just a mental trick, it's a fundamental upgrade to your internal operating system. Benefits of an identity shift. Adopting this mindset is the difference between struggling for every inch of progress and having your habits flow naturally from who you are. The benefits are transformative, makes consistency effortless. When a behavior is part of your identity, you don't need motivation to do it. Athletes train, writers write, healthy people make healthy choices. It's just what they do. Builds true resilience. If your goal is, go to the gym 3 times a week, missing one session feels like failure. If your identity is an athletic person, one missed workout is just an off day. Your identity remains intact, and you get back on track easily. Fosters intrinsic motivation. Your drive comes from a desire to be true to yourself, not from chasing an external reward or avoiding punishment. This is a far more sustainable source of energy. Ensures long-term success. Once your identity shifts, the results take care of themselves. The goal isn't the finish line, it's just a natural byproduct of being the right kind of person. Self-perception and identity-based habits. This isn't just feel-good pop psychology. The identity shift is grounded in well-established scientific principles. Identity-based habits. James Clear, in his blockbuster book Atomic Habits, James Clear argues that the most powerful way to change your habits is to change your identity. He states there are 3 layers of behavior change: outcomes, processes, and identity. Most people start with the outcome, I want to lose 20 pounds. The most effective people start with the identity, I want to become a healthy person. Self-perception theory, developed by psychologist Darrell Bem, this theory suggests that we form our attitudes and beliefs by observing our own behavior. It's the reverse of what we typically think. We don't just act according to who we are, we become who we are based on how we act. Every time you perform an action, you are casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. Neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on your thoughts and actions. When you repeatedly act as if you are a certain type of person, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with that identity, making those behaviors more automatic and natural over time. Core discussion: how to engineer your identity shift in 3 steps. This isn't an overnight change, but a deliberate process of self-creation. Step 1. Decide who you want to be. Define the identity, be specific and aspirational. Go deeper than the goal. Instead of, I want to lose weight, define, I am a person who is full of energy and nourishes their body. Instead of, I want to save more money, define, I am a financially disciplined person who builds wealth for the future. Instead of, I want to learn Spanish, define, I am a curious learner who consistently engages with new languages. Write these, I am, statements down. This is the blueprint for your new identity. Step 2. Prove it to yourself with small wins. Cast your votes. An identity is not built on thoughts alone, it is built on evidence. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. The key is to start ridiculously small. A writer doesn't need to write a chapter. They just need to write one sentence. That's a vote. A healthy person doesn't need to run 5 miles. They just need to put on their running shoes and walk for 5 minutes. That's a vote. A reader doesn't need to finish a book. They just need to read 1 page. That's a vote. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is to cast more votes for your new identity than for your old one. Step 3. Reinforce the new identity. Update your story. You must consciously connect your actions back to your new identity. This is how you solidify the change in your brain. Internal reinforcement. After you complete a small action, tell yourself, I just meditated for 3 minutes. That's what a calm and mindful person does. This verbal confirmation is crucial. External reinforcement. Environment design. Shape your environment to make your new identity the easy choice. If you are a healthy eater, make healthy food visible and junk food invisible. If you are a reader, leave a book on your pillow. Your environment should constantly remind you of who you are becoming. Conclusion. Stop chasing goals like a finish line you may never reach. Instead, focus on becoming the person for whom those goals are an inevitable consequence. The identity shift is about playing the long game. It's a move from the frustrating cycle of starting and stopping to a sustainable path of becoming. It's the realization that true transformation isn't about what you get, but about who you become in the process.